It's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday. Hey y'all, I'm rocking my little fro today. Um, I am Simone Covey Johnson, and I am doing the Friday's message. Now, before I get started, I just want to thank everyone for supporting me through Daughters to Destiny. I want to thank everyone for all the likes, the shares, the comments. Um, I'm getting back on the roll with doing more things with Daughters to Destiny. I'm getting back on the roll of doing um, my Friday's message. Just life just got in the way of me, and that happens. Um, I have several topics I want to do for the Table of Wisdom, but Facebook don't have the feature to bring someone on your live feed anymore. So now I have to um, find another source to do that with. So y'all bear with me. We're going to get it going. But today's Friday's message is consistency. So God has been dealing with me with this word in 2020, consistency. So one day I was crocheting my blanket, and yes, I crochet. I know that's a granny thing, but I love to crochet, y'all. It calms my nerves. Um, it's just so peaceful. So I like the crochet. And I saw that I messed up a stitch. So I wanted to unravel the entire blanket and do the whole thing over because I saw the mistake. And I was like, well, it's done mess up now. I might as well start over. Um, it's not going to look like how I wanted it to. But I heard keep going. So I didn't unravel it. I keep stitching. And when I got to the end of the blanket, I can still see the mistake. You know how when you're doing something, you can see the mistake, but somebody else can't. My husband couldn't see it, or nobody else could see it, but I could see the mistake because I know how it's supposed to be. But I was correct also in the sense that it's not going to look like it didn't look like what I originally planned for it to look like. It actually looked better than what I intended to look like. So God was dealing with me with that because usually in life, when I mess up something, I just want to start over, clean slate, like do the whole thing over, clean page and stuff like that. But what I've learned through the revelation that I got even through crocheting this blanket is those mistakes are your building blocks for things to come in life. The mistakes that we learn now are mistakes that we won't make in the future because we learned our lesson from it. Or the mistakes that we made now, it may be a mistake, but it may create a beautiful story, or it may create a beautiful picture. And for instance, let's say you got pregnant. It wasn't planned at the time, it was a mistake that you made. Your baby is not a mistake. So as that baby grow, as that baby learn, you see the beautiful picture in that one incident of the mistake that you made. Out of that mistake came something beautiful. Now also throughout that mistake, there's a lesson to be learned because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't go back and do the one night stand, or you might wait until you get married the next time. So I feel like what I'm trying to say is our mistakes are our building blocks on the things that we go through in life. So just because you made a mistake, that don't mean your whole life is over. God knew you was gonna make the mistakes before you even made the mistakes, and He still called you, and He still want to use you, and He still got this beautiful story waiting for you, and you still got a destiny that awaits you that's better and bigger and prouder than what you're doing right now. So I want to encourage you to keep going, be consistent in what you're doing, learn from the mistakes and move on from it. Not all the time you have to start over. You could start from where you at right now. Like I tell people, it don't take the New Year's to have a New Year's resolution or to start something new. You could start right now. That's just like with trying to lose weight. You don't have to wait till 2021 to lose weight. You can start right now. Another example that I had written down, like if I spend all my money, let's say I got a check, I spend all my money. My lights off, I don't have no food in my house. So I'm gonna be starving, I'm gonna be in the dark unless I'm lighting some candles. But eventually that's gonna annoy me. Eventually I'm gonna be tired of being hungry. So my next check, I'm gonna pay my bills first. I'm gonna make sure food is in my house first and learn how to save so I wouldn't have to go back through that hardship that I went through the first time because I made a mistake of spending all my money. So that was another example that I had written down. And I put, your mistake may not look good. Maybe you had to suffer, but keep going. God will use those same mistakes as building blocks. Don't throw in a towel. Don't give up. Keep going. Be consistent and watch the blessings come in the end. Be consistent, especially when you're doing good things. Sometimes the word said, don't get weary doing good things. And sometimes we feel like because we doing good things, well, Lord, ain't nothing happening, ain't nothing changing, ain't nothing. But keep doing that good thing, because eventually God is gonna shower down the blessings. Eventually, God is gonna use your faithfulness to bless you in other areas. This may be a small thing right now to show if you're faithful, to show if you're obedient, to show if you're consistent, if you could keep on going. And this will mold you for what the big thing that he has in life. Because if he could trust you with the little, then he can trust you with the big. So I want to encourage you, stay consistent. Learn from your mistakes. You do not always have to start over from scratch. You can start right here. You can start today. It don't have to take a new year. It don't have to take nothing. As long as you have a new mindset, as long as you've learned, use those as a building block to become a better person. Don't let the storms of life make you give up. Don't let the storms of life make you throw in the towel or feel you're no good and you're useless. No. God loves you just the way you are. God knows exactly what we was going to do before we do it. And yet, he still called us. And yet, he still have a plan for us. And yet, he still loves us and will give us another chance time and time again, even when we don't deserve. Some blessings we don't even deserve. And he still blesses us anyhow. So don't give up. Keep going. Keep fighting. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye.